Usually it's about, do you have energy? Is your work depriving you of energy, or is your work generating energy for you?
If it's success that you truly want, you're going to have to make sure that you are mentally prepared to go through an absolute roller coaster of a journey, because it's full of crazy highs and crazy lows. You're going to have to make sure that you've got a nice support cast around who cares about you and genuinely will give you good feedback about whatever you're doing. If you're doing something that is stupid and they let you know that's stupid, that's good. That is going to hurt, but it's going to be good for the long-term plan of your life.
So you're going to figure out one day that it's harder to be kind than clever.
You need people who are going to give you good love and tough love. And you also have to be there for them. You can't just receive all the good help. You have to be able to help others along the way. And that's how you're going to make yourself successful, by helping others, because people always need help. So you might as well do it and make them enjoy your presence and help you further down the line.
I work with these people who, they're missionaries for what they do.
It's all about networking and connecting and figuring out how to help each other. But you're also going to have to put in tons of work by yourself. It's going to be a majority of you doing all the work, because you're the one who's going to become successful. Nobody else is telling you what to do or how to do it. It's all about you getting done the job that you need to get done. And it's all about confidence. You need to make sure that you know what you're doing and do it with extreme boldness. You need to make sure people are blown away about how confident you are in any situation.
If you can get your work life to be where you enjoy half of it, that is amazing. I've made billions of dollars of failures at Amazon.com. Literally billions of dollars of failures. And you might remember Pets.com or Cosmo, or give myself a root canal with no anesthesia very easily. None of those things are fun, but they don't matter. What really matters is companies that don't continue to experiment, companies that don't embrace failure. They eventually get in a desperate position where the only thing they can do is make a kind of Hail Mary bet at the very end of their corporate existence. Whereas companies that are, making bets all along, even, big bets, but not bet the company bets. I don't believe in bet the company bets. That's when you're desperate. That's the last thing you can do.
The great thing about humans in general is we're always improving things. And so entrepreneurs and inventors, if they follow their curiosity and they follow their passions and they figure something out and then they figure out how to make it better, and they're never satisfied. And you need to harness that. In my view, you need to harness that energy primarily on your customers instead of on your competitors. And so I sometimes see companies, and even young, small startup companies, entrepreneurs go awry, is they start to pay more attention to their competition than they do to their customers. And I think that in big mature industries, that might be a winning approach in some cases, kind of close following. Let other people be the pioneers, and and go down the blind alleys. There's many things that a new inventive company tries won't work.
I think that, what I would say about that, it's really a little different from the way that Black Swan talks about anecdotes, the way you're talking about. But I'm actually a big fan of anecdotes in business, not building a narrative structure around them necessarily, but I still have an email address that customers can write to. I see most of those emails, and I don't answer very many of them anymore, but I see them, and I forward them, some of them, the ones that catch my curiosity, I forward them to the executives in charge of that area with a question mark. And that question mark is just a shorthand for, can you look into this? Why is this happening? What's going on? And what I find is very interesting, because we have tons of metrics. We have, weekly business reviews with these metric decks, and we know so many things about customers and their whether we're delivering on time, whether the packages have too much air in them and, wasteful of packaging and so on. We have so many metrics. Did I anticipate
fast forward to today and the current version of it, no. And I think that is true for most businesses, where you kind of proceed adaptively. It's step by step. You figure it out. You have a success, and then you kind of double down on that success, and you figure out what else you can do, what customers want. Everything we've done and all the success we have is at its root primarily due to the fact that we have put customers first. And so when you have that kind of asymmetric payoff, and one at bat can get you 1,000 runs, it encourages you to experiment more. It's the right business decision to experiment more. It's also better for your customers. Customers like the successful experiments. By the way, this is a giant misconception in a lot of young entrepreneurs, inexperienced entrepreneurs that they meet. One of the things that is very fashionable right now is to talk about how disruptive their business plan is going to be. And but invention is not disruptive. Only customer adoption is disruptive. At Amazon, we've invented a lot of things that customers did not care about at all.
Thank you all so much for watching. Please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.